Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm just going to go a very quick recap. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that there are two kinds of people, shakiran and kafura. Shakiran and kafura. And then he told us, Inna a'tadna lil kafirina salasila wa aghlala wa sa'ira. The kuffar have chains and shackles and sa'ir and blazing fire. He only gave them one ayah, that's enough. And then the abrar, the shakirin, he gave them so many. وأما الأبرار وأن الأبرار يشربون من كأس كان مزاجها كافورا عينا يشرب بها عباد الله يفجرونها تفجيرا يوفون بالنذر ويخافون يوما كان شره مستطيرا ويطعمون الطعام على حبه مسكينا ويتيما وأسيرا إنما نطعمكم لوجه الله لا نريد منكم جزاء ولا شكورا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described so many characteristics of these abrar. May Allah make us all among them. They fulfill their vow. They feed others, even though, like we said last week, they desire, they love the food. They love the food not because this is their favorite food. They love the food because of its scarcity. It's not available. So when they have it available, they are so desperate to eat it. And even in that situation, they still favored others over themselves. Allahu Akbar. Yani they give it to the yatim, to the orphan, and to the miskin, and to the asir, to the prisoner of war. And then, subhanallah, yani keep in mind, when I'm giving the miskin or the yatim or the asir the food, logically, normally, I'm not expecting anything in return. They are already miskin and yatim and asir. What am I expecting in return? Plus, there's another thing is, this miskin and this yatim and this asir, they are munkasir. Yani they are broken. They're broken to a level that it reached a point that they have to ask. I'm not talking about the people who made asking as their income. I'm talking about the people who really asked because it reached a point, wallahi, I don't want to ask, but it reached a point, my son needs the formula. We're gonna be evicted. This is what, it made them reach that point. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that these people who feed them, they say, إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ لَا نُرِيدُ مِنْكُمْ جَزَاءً وَلَا شُكُورًا. We are only feeding you for the sake of Allah. I don't want nothing in return. I don't want even a thank you, like we said last week. Now the ulama said this could mean two things. This is their intention inside. They don't want nothing in return. And I will explain a lot about that in a few seconds. Or they said they actually told them, Innama, listen, here's some food. Innama nut'imukum liwajhi Allah. La nuridu minkum jaza'an wala shukura. What does that mean? When I am broken and I'm already feeling so bad to ask you, when you said this statement, I got goosebumps. When you said that statement, you made me feel like, you know what? And as if I'm telling him, you know what, this is not from me. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the sake of Allah. And if you want to thank someone, thank Allah because He used me to help you. Look at this akhlaq. Look at this deen. Look at this. I'm not giving you because I have money. No, they're broke. Themselves, they have no food. Themselves, they have no food. I'm doing it only for the sake of Allah. So if you want to thank someone, thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I am just a tool. Allah used me to serve you. And think about it. Put yourself in the faqir's place. When I say the statement to you, you would feel like, you know what? Because, don't get upset, but some of us, when we give it a sadaqah or some food or whatever, we want the person to humiliate himself in thanking me. No, we're thanking you for what? You should be grateful. You should be grateful that Allah used you to help someone. It could have been the next guy. You're not the only one with money. You're not the only one with food. We should be extremely grateful that Allah used me. Ya Allah, thank you so much for using me. There are millions on earth that could have helped this guy. But you used me. This is a blessing that I'm thanking Allah, and I'm making the guy, look at our salaf, our righteous predecessors. Look what they used to do. If a man comes and he wants to ask for financial help, let's say he's walking here and the man who has the wealth is here. He sees him coming and he sees in his face that, he's in need. You know what he tells them? Ya Allah, I ask you in the night of Friday to raise our akhlaq to this level. He tells them, what? Shh. Write down what you want. I don't want to see it on your face. Write it down. Because, when I see it on your face, you're going to maybe humiliate yourself in front of me, and I'm not worth it. I'm not worthy for you to. It's not worth it for this $50, $100 to go all this begging and all this. Write it down so you can still feel like you're my brother and you needed help. Allah, subhanallah. So إنما نطعمكم لوجه الله لا نريد منكم. Don't think I want anything from you. No. I'm doing it only for the sake of Allah. So this is one. And the second one is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as if Allah is telling us, either they are saying it actually to the people, we are feeding you for the sake of Allah, or this was their intention. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, these people are so righteous that He exposed their intention. We are actually, because if you look at the ayat, يوفون بالنذر يطعمون الطعام, and then boom, this came like a statement right in the middle, has nothing to do with the description of the abrar, yeah. إنما, they are saying something. إنما نطعمكم لوجه الله لا نريد منكم جزاء ولا شكورا. So here, there's something very interesting. Ya akhwan, this is a business. This is a business that we are all failing in taking advantage of. And that business is the business of intentions. The business of intentions goes way further than the a'mal themselves, than the action themselves. There's a very famous hadith, الدنيا أربعة أنفر. Dunya is four kinds of people. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained who are these four people. Quickly, one person, the first person, Allah gave him money and wealth, and he's using it for the sake of Allah, and he's using his wealth and his money for the sake of Allah, right? And he has a lot of reward. Rasulullah said. Now listen to the second guy, has no wealth and no money. He said, Ya Allah, if I have wealth and knowledge, I would do like that guy. That's all he did. He made the proper intention. You know what Rasulullah said? هما في الأجر سواء. They have the same reward. A guy put $1 million, traveled the world going there with his ilm, and a man sincerely, صدق النية, he has a sincere intention. He said, Ya Allah, Wallahi Ya Allah, you know what's in my heart. If I have that money, if I have that knowledge, I would do the same. Rasulullah said, هما في الأجر سواء. سواء, equal. Look at the power of intention. Power of intention. You are used to praying tahajjud. And tonight you slept and subhanallah, ya Allah, you woke up, adhan al-fajr, tahajjud is gone. Tahajjud is written for you because this is your habit. This is what you do all the time. The intention, ya Allah, I am intending to come to Fajr tomorrow in Jama'ah. You woke up in the morning, you get up and it's not starting. You got Fajr in Jama'ah. This is the power, the tijara, the business of intention. That the Sahaba were masters in that business. Masters in that business. Because it goes a very long way. Let me give you an example. What was your intention for coming for Isha tonight? Honestly. I'm just going to come pray Isha and Jama'ah, right? That's it. One. طيب. Ya Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he promised that everybody who comes to the masjid with every step, Hasan is written, Sayya is erased, and the status is elevated. I want to get 27 times more than praying at home. I want to see my brothers and the sisters want to see the sisters and say salam and check up on them. So many more. You know what I do every day for Fajr? Because there are so many hadith about the reward of coming to Fajr in Jama'ah and the reward of praying in Jama'ah in general. So I decided, and I want you to duplicate or imitate this habit. When I'm walking to the masjid, I say, Ya Allah, Ya Rabb, give me the ajr of every hadith of the benefit of praying in Jama'ah, me and everyone who prayed with me Fajr today. Every single day. So if you come to Fajr, you're included in the dua, inshallah. Ya Allah, give me, because there are so many ajrs I do not know. You know how many times subhanallah, where is this hadith? Habibi, it's in the Bukhari. We do not know about this hadith. So ya Allah, I'm an ignorant person. But there are so many hadith that Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned about the reward of coming to Jama'ah. So ya Allah, I beg you to give me every single one of them. Me, and don't be selfish, me and everyone who came with me. Allahu Akbar. Huh? So the business of intentions. طيب. To talk about the business of intentions, one time a sheikh is sitting with his students. Look how the shuyukh used to think. A sheikh was sitting with his students. The door knocked. One of the students got up immediately and he wants to open the door. So the sheikh said, "What's your intention for opening the door?" The man said, "Opening the door." He said, no. You have to make an intention. If it was a man needing food, I'm going to give him. If it's a man needing drink, I'm going to give him. If it's a man who's lost and need to be guided, I'm going to guide him. Look at the business that we're talking about. You know, a sheikh was sitting down and a man said, "Oh, mashallah, sheikh, what a beautiful cane." He said, "Here you go." He gave it to him as a gift. Then he started crying. He said, "Sheikh, if you want it, it's okay." I don't know, subhanallah, I gave it to you before I make an intention. This is my brother, he liked something, I want to give. Subhanallah, the business of intention. So, إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ لَا نُرِيدُ مِنْكُمْ جَزَاءً وَلَا شُكُورًا. I just want to remind you again, one more time, ya akhwan. Let's all of us make this slogan in our life. Okay? Do it and forget it. What is it? All of you. احنا عندنا بلبنان بيقولوا اعملها وكب بالبحر, right? Do it and throw it in the sea. Let's get lost يعني. Number one, do not keep reminding the person of what you have done to him. The minute you start that, multiplied by 0. And this is an ayah in the Quran. It's called men. Number two, you are really going against this ayah. We are doing this for you, we don't want nothing from you. لا جزاء ولا شكورا. Like I gave you the example last week. If I did something for Zahir, why am I upset that Iyad is not thanking me? I'm not doing for Iyad. Why is he upset? I'm doing it for Allah. Why am I upset this person did not thank me? How many times subhanallah, after all I've done for them, they did not even thank me. And like I said last week, we should thank people, but we should not do the amal expecting the thank you, expecting dua and all this stuff. If it comes, alhamdulillah, I'm not expecting it because who I'm doing it for, it's already registered. This is the mentality we should have. طيب. Now, the ayah after it. إنما نطعمكم لوجه الله لا نريد منكم جزاء ولا شكورا. The whole thing we did was a recap of last week. إنا نخاف من ربنا يوما عبوسا قمطريرا. We are so scared from Allah. We are so scared of that horrible, terrible, unbelievable day. Yani as if we are saying, we are feeding you, hoping that Allah will accept so He can protect us from the fear of that day. Hoping that Allah will accept and protect us from that Yawm Abus Qamtarir, very severe day. I will explain Abusan and Qamtarir. We are feeding you because we are so scared that maybe there is some showing off. Then I will lose this ajr that I was saving for the day that everyone is scared of. I want to be amin when everybody is khaif. I want to be safe and secure when everyone is scared. That's why I'm doing this. I'm so scared. If you thanked me, look at this. There's nothing wrong with thanking me. This is the problem. But I'm so scared that if you thanked me, I got the reward already. Maybe it will decrease from my reward in the akhirah, and I will not be protected in that severe day. Allahu Akbar. What is this? What is this? This is ghareeb, ajib. This is unbelievable. This is the way we're supposed to think, ya akhwan. Inna nakhafu min rabbina yawman abusan, distressful day. And keep in mind, before sharrahu mustatira, we fear a day that its shar, its evil is widely spread. Now they described the day with two descriptions, abusan and qamtarira. Abus is exaggeration of frowning. Abasa wa tawalla, right? We all know abasa wa tawalla. Abasa is the verb. Abis is the person who's frowning. Abus is exaggeration in frowning. We fear a day that is abus. But to my knowledge, that abus is used for a human being. How can a day be abus? We use abus, frowning. Have you ever said, Wallahi ya shabab, tomorrow is going to be frowning? Yesterday was very frowning. Have you ever heard this statement as a description of a day? But that day is not the same as any other day. There is so much frowning on that day from people that made the day frowning. There's so much frowning from everybody, not only the non-believers and the munafiqeen, also the believers are frowning. This is the most severe day. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said on the day of resurrection, this hadith is in Bukhari and Muslim, muttafaqun alayh. On the day of Qiyamah, mankind will sweat to such an extent that their sweat will penetrate the earth 70 cubits. The sweat will penetrate the earth 70 cubits. And in Sahih Muslim, Rasulullah ﷺ said that the sweat will be according to the sins. Some people sweat up to their ankles, some to their knees, some to their hips, and then he pointed with his hand to his honorable mouth and said, some people the sweat is up to here. They're drowning with the sweat according to the sins. That is the day that we are working so hard to avoid. Tabi Sheikh, how come you're saying that also the believers are suffering on that day? Not only the believers, the Anbiya. Rasulullah ﷺ in a very long hadith, he said, Ana Sayyidu ibn Adam, I am the master of the son of Adam, and on that day the sun will be only 1 mile away, and the people will be suffering a day that they've never seen before. They are so anxious, so stressed, so every word that shows anxiety they are feeling, and they got so upset and so sad and so scared that they start asking each other, what should we do? They said, why don't you go to Adam? They went to Adam alayhi salam, said, Ya Adam, you are the person that Allah created with His own hand. Please intercede for us, save us on this day. He said, Al-yawm ghadib Allahu ghadab. Today Allah has so much anger He never had before, He will never have in the future. I ate from the tree. Subhanallah. Even though we all know, and it's documented in the Quran, that Allah has already accepted his tawbah, but he still, look at that day, made them forget all that. They are so worried. Even the Anbiya are forgetting because of the horror of that day. It's a very long hadith. He said, I cannot do anything for you. Go to Nuh. They went to Nuh alayhi salam and they said, Ya Nuh, you look what state we are in. Please, Ya Nuh, you are the abd that Allah called abdan shakura. Allah called you in the Quran abdan shakura. What an honor, a grateful slave. Please, Ya Nuh, ask Allah